Hey guys, my name's Jess McDonald and it is top 5 time, which means you no longer need to worry about poor news days because today everything is awesome news. Let's make our way from beer to BioWare. The founder of EA has a problem with VR and it's beer related. Obviously. VR skeptic and the EA founder with a soap opera name, Trip Hawkins, says he doesn't like the idea of being forced to wear goggles that disconnect him from the physical world. Hawkins is concerned with the ramifications of, for example, if I'm in my home playing games, I don't want to knock my beer over. I don't want to not be able to find my phone if it rings. I don't want to not be able to make eye contact with other people in the room, you know? Hawkins is hardly the first games personality to doubt the popularity of the technology, but let me know if you're concerned over beer-related incidents with VR. Doom creator John Romero says that consoles are in trouble because they can't keep up with PC and free-to-play is the future. He pointed out that games on PC tend to be cheaper and the hardware is always evolving, giving it the upper hand. As far as free-to-play goes, he reckons that the system could work quite well, but it has to be designed the right way. He suggested the 90s shareware model, which he used on Doom, where gamers are given the first chapter free and then can pay for the rest if they enjoyed it. Romero believes devs are getting better at implementing fair and reasonable free-to-play systems, and that gamers will inevitably come around to it. This week, EA announced their new subscription service for Xbox One, and while Sony decided to take a pass on it, it will be landing on Microsoft's console. For $5 a month, EA is giving you access to a vault of their games, 10% off digital content through Xbox One, and the chance to play trial versions of upcoming EA titles up to 5 days early. Now, whether or not this is good value is your call. Sony decided to opt out of the offer, citing poor value, and likely because it competes with their PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now programs. The beta of EA Access is now out, and the games presently featured on it are FIFA 14, Madden NFL 25, Peggle 2, and Battlefield 4. Eurogamer's Digital Foundry has analysed The Last of Us on PS4 to see how it's improved on the original, as well as how it's been held back by its PS3 origins. The 1080p 60 frames per second remaster certainly has a lot going for it, graphically and functionality-wise. But as Digital Foundry's Richard Ledbetter explains, what Naughty Dog has done is to scale up both physical and temporal resolution. But the core technologies are very much PS3 in nature. The mind-bogglingly good anti-aliasing seen in the Uncharted 4 teaser isn't here, for example. Instead, it's a reasonable enough post-process effect. He went on to note that the lighting is a tad lackluster, and although textures look lovely, geometry remains the same. Regardless, the improvement to detail, view distances, and overall precision have done a lot for the last-gen title. And evidently BioWare is not interested in whether or not I ever sleep again, since they've been releasing some super creepy trailers for their new project. In one trailer, a dude is pursued by a dark figure, and in the second, a whole other dude has his phone blown up by a dark figure, and then his phone literally blows up. Both trailers point to a website called You've Been Chosen, which reads, "They are watching, your power is rising. Cologne, Germany, you've been chosen." Presumably, Cologne is referring to Gamescom, where the con is taking place, so it's likely we'll hear more about BioWare's project in a couple of weeks. As for your question of the day, let me know if you're keen for BioWare's new project and what you think it might be about. This week on site, check out why I'm obsessed with The Walking Dead, Danny chats the death of the demo, and Skyrim mod sees to flying cheese. Those are all the good things I wanted to tell you about this week. I'll be back on Monday with more news goodness, but have a great weekend till then.